the hustle and bustle. Always on the go. Constantly working. So much to the point where we work our fingers to the bone and burn ourselves out. Let me explain. I experienced this firsthand and not by choice. About a month ago, I had COVID. So tell me how I got COVID without even leaving my house. Literally, I'm not really working outside of my home at all, besides freelance work, which has been very inconsistent. So I primarily have been at home. However, someone else in my household had gotten COVID and I caught it from my family member. So crazy enough, ended up getting COVID right at the beginning of the brand new year. So hello, New Year. But to make matters slightly pleasant in a way, because we're talking about hustle culture and how not to burn ourselves out, not to get burnt out. So basically what this video is about, that although I'm complaining about having received COVID, the point of this video isn't to have people feel sorry for me that I had COVID, but actually it was a blessing in disguise in some ways, because it allowed me to take a break from the hustle and bustle and the things that I do, on a weekly basis that, work-wise, that may have been taking up a lot of my time and maybe not taking as many breaks as I needed to, and to space myself out and pace things out and be more reasonable. So it caused me to slow down and take breaks and literally do nothing, and that was okay. So basically my message to you in this video is, if you are undertaking a project, if you're working that 9 to 5, if you're working part-time, if you're trying to take care of your family, if you're trying to burn the candle at both ends, that's great and all, but don't kill yourself at the same time. Take breaks, pace yourself, slow down. It's okay to slow down. It's okay to do nothing. Your productivity does not amount to your worth. And I'm still learning that each and every day. So take it day by day. Don't allow your productivity to measure your worth, basically. Hustle culture is, or should be, dead. There is a group of people out there that just go and go and go and go and go and don't stop. And I still struggle with that even today. So none of us are immune to it. We often always find ourselves there plenty more times than we would like to actually admit. But it's not safe. It's not healthy. We have to take a break from everything and just slow down. But whether you are working a 9 to 5 job that you hate, or you're an entrepreneur striving to be an entrepreneur, you work for yourself and you love what you do, but you just need to set boundaries basically between your work life and your regular life where you have free time, then this is for you. So definitely keep listening. I'm going to give you several steps to help you to counteract burnout if you feel like you're on the verge of burnout, about to burn out, or have already been burnt out and just need some help. So relieve the exhaustion and just decompress. Step number 1 is to evaluate your priorities. Think about what is the most important to you and why. What is your why? What is your why, your reason for waking up every morning and getting up out of bed? Is it your family? Is it your love for God? Is it your children? What is your reasons for wanting to wake up every day? And then prioritize what's most important to you first, and then do that thing. It can be hard at first because we may have several things that we consider a priority, but when we really think deep down about it, even write it down on a paper on your to-do list, spend at least 10-15 minutes with my children today. Take them to the park, go outside, eat dinner with my family, pray, meditate. We really have to prioritize what's important to us, what's most important to us, and then have that at the forefront of our list in order to not get bombarded. Step number 2 is to simplify your life. If you have too much going on, especially this is definitely something that happens to us multi-passionate entrepreneurs, where we have several different passions and it's hard to choose just one, and that's okay. However, when it's to the point where you can't focus on, just one thing and you're all over the place, that's when you have to simplify. Like, yes, you want to learn videography, you want to learn photography, you want to fly to the moon, I don't know. You have to maybe do one at a time instead of all at once, because if you try and tackle everything all at once, you're not going to be successful because your focus is going to be divided amongst so many different other things. So you have to learn how to simplify your life, simplify the things you may want to learn and do, and then do that thing, do one thing first, and then go on to the next thing without feeling so overwhelmed. Step number 3, learn when to say no. That is probably one of the hardest things for me, really, because I am definitely a yes man. I say yes even when I don't have the time to do something, to help a friend out, to help a family member out. But I say yes to everything regardless, which is such a bad habit I know that I have. And I'm sure several of you out there also may have the same bad habit. We mean well, we want to help others, but at the same time, sometimes it's okay to be a little bit selfish and put your needs ahead of what others may need if you just can't help that person at the moment because you have too much on your plate. That's okay, that's reasonable, and you're not a bad person for feeling that way or having to step back or say no because you just can't handle it right now. But number 4, treat yourself. We know that saying has been out for maybe several years now. I don't know. But anyway, self-care is not dead. It shouldn't be dead. Taking care of yourself, refreshing yourself should be a routine. It should be a thing in your schedule, your to-do list. Even if it's just a few minutes every day or once a week or maybe a couple times in a month. But however many times you can fit it in, definitely make sure it's at somewhere in your schedule that you give yourself some me time, whether that's a face mask, a bubble bath, whatever you need to renew, rejuvenate, refresh yourself and to feel your best. Otherwise, you're going to keep going, burn yourself out, and just never feel refreshed. And it's just a snowball effect, really.